Hello, Upwell and onwards here. Now, just lose the hat because we're inside. Now, I'd just like to point out a few things that I've noticed on my channel, as well as a bit of an announcement about the Grizzly trilogy. I've just recently uploaded the V2 episode, which is part 1 of 3. So, yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it. Now, onto a more important matter. Well, semi-important. Recently, I've also uploaded a video of, celebrating 50 views of one of my locos. Nearly 60 now, I should say. Because I bet by the time this video is being uploaded, it will be around or over 60 videos. And that is of my 9F by Bachman. Now, I admit, it is a lovely loco. It really is. And just so it won't be bit boring, I also added my wee Peckett locomotive on a brake van special, as well as 2 Western 460s, namely a modified Hall and County, so pretty much Hawksworth 460s. Now, I admit, it is quite nice, and I do hope you enjoy it. But I've just recently came across a bit of paperwork from one of my locos that makes me think, oh dear, I may have to re-review that locomotive. And I really don't want to do that because it's one of my earlier videos. And I think basically it's actually my second review video, the Bulleid Pacifics. And what I found was, and if you have to admit, if it's a sheet of paper this big, oh brother, I really missed out. But it came with the Devon Bell set. That was the one with the West Country Pacific, as well as the Pullman observation coach in its original form. Now, just showing the first side of it. Though it says locomotive super detail pack, it actually belongs to the Devon Bell set, as you can tell by the front coupling assembly, the steps, and most importantly, the brake rigging. That is bulleid style brake rigging, because I've never had to fit it, nor will I ever try to fit the brake rigging on my bulleids, because it's tricky. It really is tricky. I've tried it, the Merck Navy, the West Country. I've tried both of them, and I can't get the locomotive rigging to fit. The tender, easy. Now, on the back, first of all, on the front, it tells you the contents: coupling assembly, the crew, vac pipes, steps, brake rods, lamps, discs, fireman's tools, etc. Now on the back, it tells you about the tools, discs, lamps, and fitting the stuff, as well as a nice example of Southern Rail white disc codes, namely only 3 places, 3 routes. The Waterloo, Southampton, Bournemouth route, Waterloo at Salisbury, Exeter, Plymouth, and the Brighton, Salisbury via Southampton, which I mean, it's alright, but actually, I think I have it in one of my loco boxes, a better diagram of locomotive head codes and that, because it actually includes the lamps and even Isle of Wight code. Be back in a tick, just gotta figure it out. Okay, now, thank God I can pause the camera. This is the bit of paper on me. It's actually from a proper detail pack from Hornby. Says on here, locomotive super detail pack. Now, it's actually just one sheet of paper, but it's double-sided. On the first side, you get the whole introduction, tools, lamps, vac pipes, fitting white discs, and even shows pictures. I admit they're a bit crinkled because I stuffed them in one of my locomotive boxes, but there's the pictures. Now they're not bad, I admit. Shows you the tools and that, as well as fitting them and such. Now on the other side, if you'll remember from the first bit of paper, we only get routes to 3 of the southern lines. Very well printed, I admit, very well printed, it really is. But these ones, you get way more. For BR head codes, apart from southern, so it's just lamps. It just gives you the standards from express passenger to pick up goods and rural train, as we can see here. Then, as you go further up, down the page, we hit the southern region. And I'll put something against the back of it because the light's making it transparent. There we go. There's your Southern Railway stuff. And what I like is how it shows, out of all the bulleid Pacifics and what appears to be Lord Nelson's or King Arthur fronts on it, you also get a nice wee tank engine that looks so, I was going to say an awful lot like the Adams O2s I have down here, but nope, I don't. But anyways, back to the main point. If I have to, I'm still unsure of it, if I have to do a re-review of the bulleid Pacific locomotives, feel free to comment below. Tell me if I should or if I should not, because I'm really unsure about it, if I should or should not. I really don't know, because I'm asking you guys to tell me what I should do. And if I hear anyone say review a dang diesel, I'm going to tell you, stuff it up your smoke box. I know it's not the most polite thing to say to a viewer, but I really like steam more than diesel or diesel electrics. Because with steam locomotives, their style and beauty, you get character, they look cool, and as I found out with some models, they act like steam engines, no two run the same. Yeah. And also, well, you don't get so much different liveries with the old diesels as you do with the steamers, especially the pre-grouping ones. But yeah. Some videos I may have to delete and re-review if I only have to. Now that I can run longer wheelbase locomotives better on the layout, I will. And I've also recently been doing workshop videos, as my train tech lighting videos will show. They're currently in the playlist named Wells Beach Workshop. And I chose the name because it's nice, and it's one of the stations on the old Wells Beach and Upwell tramway route, which I kind of based my layout on. Otherwise, the layout would not be named Upwell and onwards. And if I have to, I'm only putting this out as an idea. I may just it's annoying when you just put things out of reach sometimes. There we go. I may just do simple reviews on coach packs. Got this for $30, so should be good. It was in the bulleid video, the 3 coaches in that pack. So I don't know whether I should or not, but yeah. And I may, in running sessions, I may do something like brake van specials, freights, bankers, failed logos, anything like that, just to, you know, keep the channel going, and well, never hurts. And now we're on a by the way, what's going on behind me is a old DVD of mine. Well, when I say old, it's old films combined into one DVD. the current video that's on behind us is Steam Lives On. It's a New Zealand video, so I doubt anyone apart from Kiwis will recognise the locomotives in it. Right, now I better put this back where I got it, which ironically came from this, the Hornby A3. It's the old one, but yeah. Just put it in there, and done. Now I'll just put that back in its box when I'm done with the video here. Now, if for all intents and purposes, I may even do a segment showing my project, which got me started on this layout, which is this, the humble J70. As I said in the previous video, it's a resin kit. The kit itself cost me about 40 bucks. So that would be about £20, I think. But as for this, the mechanism and motor, this is the most expensive piece I bought just for a logo. Because I think in total, with the kit as well, I spent about 220 bucks on a J70 that isn't even working yet. Now, I had this mechanism actually custom made by a group up in the North Island of New Zealand named North Yard Models. I think I got the box lying around here somewhere. Here it is. North Yard Models. Oh, Bulleid. Okay, I was wrong. They're not North Island. And autofocus is going to hell again. Hey, come on. Work, you silly. Nothing's worse than when autofocus really goes to scrap. But yeah, North Yard, they do some really good work. They do some really good work, and I'm proud to say I'm a customer there. One-time customer, but who knows. I may get them to make the bogie carriage. I may ask them if they could make the bogie carriage for the tramway. Because currently, all I have are these. Now these are just those, you know, old Triang Railway starter set ones that were, you know, that silly canary yellow, which, if all honesty, I think was ugly. And by the looks of things, I kind of got a bit carried away with the silver paint when I did the roof. Oh well, a couple of touch-ups here and there never hurt. But yes, like I said below, this is the main thing I'm asking the viewers, as well as anyone who watches on the Facebook forum of the Model Railway YouTube community group. I'm asking you guys to comment below, should I or should I not re-review the Bulleid Pacifics, all because I forgot this one quite important bit of paperwork that goes with the Devon Bell set. I'll check the comments below or put a poll on the post saying whether I should or not, but make sure you watch the video first, otherwise the results will be quite invalid. And to comment on a video on a forum, I put a small video on because I was having running issues with one of my O2 tanks. I cleaned the track and everything, even had to take the body off the loco to check the motor and that. It's all clean. And then some guy said, am I running steel rails? No. I think the only bit of steel track I have is way in the corner here, that small section there. That's it. Apart from that, it's nickel, silver, brass, or in the case of this section here, copper. Now I know that ain't the best one to go for, but hey, if you get it secondhand dirt cheap, what are you gonna do? Now, hopefully I'm able to do something like another workshop video one day. Don't know when I'll be able to do one, but I got a couple of locomotives I have in storage that I'm planning on doing, you know, a quick overhaul on, and maybe a full-on overhaul. The locomotives that I'm really aiming to sell, which I admit is kind of hard to do if you had them for so long and if you really do like them, but in one of them the locomotives cases, I've been offered to buy from a fellow at the local model club. I've been offered a chance to buy his version of a locomotive I already have that's in far better mechanical condition and far better, well, looks basically, because my one looks a bit worn and old. So yeah, you gotta flow with the punches, I guess. But I'll make sure if I really have to give him a full once over, I'll make sure to do it in Wells Beach Workshop, because I've actually been getting a lot of good feedback from it, and I figure, hey, if people like it, what the heck. Now I better end this video before it goes on too long, because we're currently coming up to about an 18-minute mark. That's about 8 minutes longer than I wanted it to be, but oh well, it happens, I guess. Thank you all for watching. Please comment below whether or not I should do the re-review or not. And thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you.